2, 1. Welcome to Dawn of Faelin. Last episode, the heroes separated, and now they're in Phoenica, and they have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Oh
Actions like getting a guard murdered in an arena by a crazy vampire lady girl that is hungry, and they sold a baby. Wait, they gave a baby away to adoption, and wants to deal with that. And now Yorn is driving through the swamp and flying on Thor's chariot, and Darius there. That's the last session. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That was last session. So I hope you guys remember what actually happened.
No, I wasn't here.
Yeah, and
I do remember some stuff.
I remember
what I was told, but
like I remember, for example, Arletha going crazy. And she wasn't that crazy that last session.
No, I haven't acted any different from what I normally act. So no one knows.
Arletha wasn't there.
Except maybe Gaius, because I kind of did drop a scorpion on someone's head, but other
A
than
lot
that,
of people's heads.
Was Arletha with us or with the other group? I think she was with us, right?
I don't know whether you guys were in the room at the time. I know Gaius was.
Wait, which group is Arletha with?
Coliseum one.
Colosseum group, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was the Colosseum crew. The Colosseum crew, as it were. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, so who do we choose first? Eeny, meeny, miny. Yorn.
Nani?
Eeny, meeny, miny, Yorn. Let's see here. You are somewhere. Roll a survival check, someone.
Why do I need to roll survival check?
Because you're the fastest man in the party. You seem to be leading.
So probably have one of the better survival checks.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't I be the one who's leading because I have the survival checks?
Well, you don't talk right now. Because you're a dragon.
But I can point.
You can point. Right, so Yorn, he
Wait, she's a
thinks
dragon.
it would be a wise idea not to run through the swamp that he just spots. There's a murky atmosphere, sort of like surrounds you as you feel you hear the croaking of frogs and the chirping of many swamp more insects. And Daria, could you roll a survival check as well, please?
Just 1 second.
Natural 1. Good move.
I botched and I still did better than him.
Oh yeah, well that's actually kind of Oh no. Well, you notice that Jorn is trying to run through a swamp, but the thing is, Jorn, you remember, I also remember that you have a Thor who has a chariot.
Yes, who was just flying.
Who is
So
actually? I remember last time you ended up like eating the goats, so you're waiting for the dawn right now. So, and that actually happened. I remember. Yeah, I remember. So you ate the goats, and now it's actually morning, and the goats are resurrected.
yes, thank you.
Thor sort of like stretches himself out as he wakes up. Garbage sleep spot, but hey, how's everyone doing? Yes, asks Yorn and the rest of the party.
Everything seems
Where am I?
You're
I
in
don't
Phoenica.
remember.
except for the fact, we're still, sort of from a place that knows us now.
What's that?
Oh, it was just being grumpy about the fact that we're fugitives somewhere else.
Ah, it's not that bad, is it? Get to live on the road, eat some goats. Don't eat the bones,
Goats.
though. You'll pay dearly if you harm my goats. Permanently. So, anyway, so where exactly are you guys heading? I know you ran away from those fancy folk, and I had to get you over here.
Well, we keep moving where we're headed. To Phoenica.
Trees.
I got a lot of protecting to do. So if you need me, you just, I won't be that easy to contact most of the times. You gotta talk to Heimdall, but he can hear you. Most of the time, unless he's listening to something else. So I got to be going soon, actually.
Could at least take us further straight to.
Huh?
Could at least take us a bit further before leaving
Huh. Further.
towards
A
Phoenica.
little further wouldn't hurt.
Grazie.
And you notice, you notice a light in the sky, and it's rainbow colored as it materializes on the ground into a road.
Oh, yes, that's your call.
Wait, Heimdall let down the Bifrost. Something bad must be happening. I need to go. And he has a stern look on his face.
You need help?
You better be careful not to have your mortal friends step on that, otherwise they'll incinerate.
Oh,
You can step on it because you're part of Asgard. But I need to go now.
Hey,
this
Daya.
must be serious.
Step on it.
And he gets on his chariot and he quickly rides up the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge.
Didn't you just say I'd catch fire if I got on it?
Nah, he's lying.
I'm not! And you see the bridge sort of disappearing as he's passing on as he's riding on it, slowly. And you hear the galloping of many hooves on sort of like a almost crystalline sound as they're running across this bridge, a bit of light, until they disappear into the sky. The sky, which is actually rather, how should I say, it's rather dark for a summer day. Seems like it might be some bad weather coming up.
Can I roll survival to know exactly when it's gonna rain or whatever?
That was the I was cued into your.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, I got a 22 because I have another +2 for weather-related checks.
Very well. Let me check what sort of weather will show up. I'll roll that real quick. This is a warm region usually, so tropical, more like it. Tropical, that is temperate. Rolling. -10 Fahrenheit. Which is, how fucking much is that? Temperature.
-10 Fahrenheit?
Yeah. That's like
-10 Fahrenheit.
That's cool.
it lowers the temperature by that much for 2 days.
Oh, that's about 5 degrees Celsius.
So it
That
lowers
is lowering.
the overall temperature is lowered
Who
by 5.
uses Fahrenheit? Come on.
No one uses Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see a participation rolling. And it will be... Oh, very cool. You notice that actually a fog starts... has begun to form in the area. A medium fog has begun forming. So your vision is reduced. That's what you think there's going to be some heavy fog coming soon. Daria.
It shouldn't affect my vision much because I have a feat that allows me to see through natural fogs.
But you realize now that without Thor, traveling by air is going to be more difficult. Because you have to carry on as well. So you'll be slower.
Jorn was running as fast as we can fly.
Yeah. You want him to let him run then? I guess. And you
Well,
stay,
again,
and you stay in the air,
I can-
like scouting a bit.
Can I still see through the fog?
Yes,
If
you
it's
can.
non-magical, I
It's not
should be able
magical
to.
right now. It's just normal fog. You see one of your followers like, so what do we do? What's the plan now? See, like
Followers?
yeah, you have them with you. The gnome, the human.
Oh.
Oh wait, you have a flying ship. Never mind.
Yeah, we were carrying them, distributing them between me carrying them
Yarn!
and the ship.
You see, like from the airship, as it's landing. Yarn, do you want to get on the airship now, or do you want to run down there?
You know what? My legs are tired. Carry me.
Come on up.
Yorn teleports
This
up
bucket
there.
of boat has still got some room.
Yorn's gonna teleport up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, this fog is gonna make it real. Ah, damn it. Making the sun less effective. It's gonna make it slower. God, I don't think I
Be
can.
right
I
back,
don't
like
think.
half a minute.
Yeah, you're gonna be right back. So,
But I should be on the airship now.
yeah. So, you can be on the airship, but this is slowing. Like this is starting to. The airship is starting to feel the weight of the people, and because of the lack of sunlight, its power source is. Its way of sailing through the sky is reduced a little bit.
I can probably take on another person.
Very well. So you guys, you take on another person, and the weight is slightly distributed, but your overall speed is going to be not that fast. But you'll be evenly quick at that point. Unless you want to like push the airship with your dragon. Now, let's see. This is not going to work because Gaius is gone. Because I was going to switch back to Gaius at this moment. So you're having trouble with bad weather.
We should just keep moving.
Right, roll a perception check, actually.
Both of us?
Yes.
Perception check.
Oh, you're here, guys. Hi. I was just gonna switch to you, but alright, so guys, Jorn, as you teleporting up on the airship and you're like shuffling between the people who's gonna be like distributing the weight and such, you notice a large shape moving in the fog. Now back to Gaius. Let's
Gaius.
see. Gaius.
Wow.
It's
Hello.
the when was the last time we left off? It was at the gate of the palace, I believe. The cataphracts, like barracks, I believe.
Okay, what? The barracks?
Yeah, the military barracks where you talk to your old master, the one you were trained, who trained you, like your general, I suppose.
Ah, right.
So you notice you're like having a conversation with him,
So,
and you notice like the weather is starting to change a little bit. The sky is getting a bit more gloomy and dark, feeling a bit of a rain in the air. You get the smell of rain and taste of it on your tongue, and you see him like look up, slightly glancing at the sky a bit, and then he glances back to you. So, I imagine you have some kind of plan regarding Hara. You'll speak your mind.
you're cutting off.
I imagine you have some kind of plan
Okay.
regarding Hara, Gaius. You'll speak your mind if you have anything
I actually cannot hear you.
Hello?
You're like cutting off at random points.
Really?
Maybe it's just me.
He sounds fine to me.
Let me just...
Not hearing anything right
Everyone
now.
seems okay to me.
Hello? Testing.
Oh, I just heard a bunch of stuff. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm going to say a sentence. Testing on the... Testing. Testing if I'm cutting off. No? Yes?
I heard everything.
Good. So,
Right.
maybe it's when I'm doing that voice it happens.
Oh.
So, Gaius, I imagine you have some kind of plan in mind regarding Hara. You'll speak your mind if I have anything to add to the reclaiming of our city. Well,
What were we talking about again?
we're talking about reconquering Hara, and you said
Oh.
that your father essentially was drafted into military because they need a garrison to protect themselves against Galicia in case they invade.
Oh, and Hara is currently being occupied by the filthy Galicians.
Yes,
Right.
that's true.
So double interest.
And he seems to just have mostly a stern look as he's observing you, seeing if you have anything to say, essentially.
I have managed in my adventures to secure a rather prestigious to become rather famous with the people of Hara. So I think with the right kind of preparation, I can sneak in a small force and disable the Galician garrison. Yes.
A man of subterfuge, I see, and he notes your hat. And how exactly do you intend to do this feat?
The sewers.
The sewers.
Yes, they have
No way into the city.
No, they have the Harans have opened up a sort of excavation site underneath the city. It leads to a cave system, a rather intricate and frankly, quite dangerous one, but we could possibly go through there.
And you say you've been there before, and you can confirm there's an entrance?
Yes, I have been down in the cave system. I was tasked by the Harans to investigate the cave.
I see.
So I have a reason to be there.
Well then, I shall approve this plan. You will have the support of the state behind you. If you require anything, name it. This has a lot. There's a lot at stake here. And the prestige of our nation depends on it. Every day that passes, the image of our nation wanes. People laugh at us and call us backwards. If you succeed in this mission, you will be promoted, and your name
I
will be
succeed.
legend. I wish you the best of luck. If you have any business
thank you, Commander.
If you have any business that you wish to attend to and prepare, do so.
All right,
We're going
give it
to
a salute. This is where I walk out.
I'm going to get a team together of stealth.
Actually, I have.
Oh, you have something?
Yes, I have a team. I already have a team of adventurers that I
And you work
met.
together well with this team?
Yes.
Very well. Then go. Prepare, do your preparations, and meet here in 2 days' time with your party. And we shall assess the plan. At ease, soldier.
Salute.
And you walk off. I imagine. Yeah, the commander sort of like walks off into the palace area with his armed guards following him. Similarly dressed to you, armored, disappears into the newly settled fog in the city. Abba.
Hello there.
Actually, before
Daria got a natural 20, by the way.
By the way, what's it day? Is it not? Is it day? Day. It's day for you. It should be day. Yeah. As you walk off to the Gaius, as you're walking away from the thing, you hear a loud scream. Back to Abba.
Wait, what?
Yeah, back to Abba. Let's see here. Jorn, this large shape that's walking through the fog. You can't quite make it out, but it is something big.
Can Daria?
Do I see anything?
You do. Roll a knowledge nature.
1 second.
All right.
27.
27.
Welcome, Rosa.
This
And suddenly, Philippos wakes up from the groggiest nap of
who
his
has
life.
turned into a giant monster.
What? No! No!
No!
No! No!
No.
Dun, dun,
No!
dun.
No, you just broke the the tension there, like this chattering of glass almost. So
Like a knife!
like a knife in the dark. No, it's not Filippo's, nor is it anything
We didn't catch it
human.
before.
It is an Etin. A
Okay.
Large is it?
ogre-like creature that seems to be stumbling around in the swamp. Its two heads looking around in each direction. Seemingly, you hear like the sound of argument coming from it. Oh, we need to go that way. No, we need to go this way. You told we went that way last time. No, but I have best ideas. Huh? Roll a stealth check, people.
Should I roll too?
Yes.
I can't do anything. I think you still have my stat sheet.
Oh, Filippo. No, it
It's
wasn't.
gonna be at least 20 minutes before I have my stats.
Oh wait, I think I have it. Anyway, sorry. I'll get to you later. Sorry. And the Etin. The Etin. And you know that Etins are evil and they like to eat people, usually. It's gonna roll for perception.
Does it roll for perception twice?
I think so, actually. Oh! It does.
Even with the fog?
Wait! Weird people there! Look! Nah, there's nobody. We go this way. No, there's people, look! No, it's nobody there. I tell you. You just see things from swamp. Play trick. Maybe you're right. It's gonna do a freaking sense motive on himself. Makes sense. Yeah. Doesn't have sense motive, but it's gonna roll a d20 though, twice. And this is for the sense motiving, and this is for the. Oh no, yeah, the other one was a natural one. So. Makes sense. Wait, not makes sense. Look, that guy is jumping on fly. Look. Wait, tiny people. And now both of the heads spring up and look at your direction. And you hear like the sound of mud splashing everywhere, and like this sort of like the massive like just dirt and stuff flings everywhere. And suddenly, from the mists, Yorn runs at the enemy. It is difficult terrain, remember. You're not running, okay? You're not running. And you see, like, the Etin is taking out a large javelin and is beginning to throw it at you as it's charging. And it also has a club. It's gonna roll in.
Frejth, I'm landing.
Huh?
So that I'm landing so that two people on me can get off.
Alright, let's see here. Gonna roll here.
Should we roll initiative?
Yes. 1 second, I'm gonna clear initiative order first before we do that. So it's actually each I'm gonna have like everybody in the as the initiative from like the swamp people. After they have ended, then is when the Gaius and those people are gonna act and respond to the scream that they heard.
Wait, you guys are that close?
No, they're not. But it's gonna be more reasonable, you know. So you get to act as well. There's some action that's gonna happen. Yes. Let's just get rid of these guys because these are not the droids you're looking for.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Boy, it's getting a bit loud. All right.
I am so very fast.
Yeah, you're very quick. Where the hell is this swamp? I'm getting some strange lag spikes. Huh. Gonna refresh. Sorry. We could just do this sort of, I say, theater of the mind if you wish. Because it's easier for me right now. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore the stone warriors that are definitely not there. I mean, I like this map though. Right, so here, the Etin, I will represent the Etin with Daria, because they're very... No, we only have an Etin here. I think I'll just switch to Gaius for now, while we're waiting. Gaius, the loud scream that you heard in the distance is coming from the streets of where you passed earlier. It seemed to be the scream of a man in distress. What do you do?
How prepared am I to fight things right now?
Relatively prepared. You have your axe.
Probably enough. Yeah, run towards noise. Or like
the noise.
jog towards it.
You jog towards the noise.
What's going on?
You see a bit of a commotion as you see somebody has fallen unconscious on the ground, and it appears to be a boy, and his father is screaming for help.
Wait, are we in the city right now?
You're in the city, yes.
So this is all happening in the city.
That's true.
Within the range of authority.
What are you doing?
Why? Most courageous of them.
Like, help!
Where is
My boy
Araletha
has
in
fallen
relation
ill.
to this?
Someone, a healer, someone.
Where are the assailants?
The assailants. There was no
Are they the
assailants.
stone warriors?
There's no assailants. No. That's not the map you're on. Unfortunately.
Oh.
You're not on this map. You're in the city. The city streets are the relative calm of the city, and the day-to-day like talk is quickly interrupted by the scream of the man, who seemed to be screaming for help because his son has fallen ill.
Where is Araletha in relation to this?
Arletha. Let me see here. No,
Oh, Arletha is in the city too.
you are in the city.
I was in the city.
Arletha.
Probably would have waited
You're in a
outside
hotel,
for
actually,
guys.
so you can look out of the window, and you hear like some screaming outside. Actually.
Help me!
Gaius, you're such a heroic man, and you feel, honor-bound to help poor citizens of your city. What do you do?
What's going on even?
Did you not under.
Who did this?
I don't know. He just fell ill and fell down, and he's pale. I don't know what to do. Where's a? Are you a priest? Do you know a priest? And
No.
roll a.
Take him to the healer or
Do you
whatever.
know a? Do you have heal check or? Actually, you don't need to roll for
No.
this.
I can roll knowledge local to find
I
out
would.
where
No, actually,
the
guys,
local priest
you
is.
don't need to roll for this specific thing that I'm about to tell you, because you've seen this before.
Oh.
This is the
See
initial
what?
stage of Shadow Scale.
Of what?
The corruption of Hara has reached Phoenica.
Oh.
Now, back to
All
the
right.
swamp. Because I just
Haraleth would start making her way down.
not to clear up this.
See what the
stuff here.
commotion's about.
No, I'm gonna. Now it's no longer your
Oh, no.
scene. It is now Daria and the Yarn. Now you can roll for initiative. Tiny people. Stomping across the. Stomping across the grounds. Let's see here. There it is. It's a large creature. There we go. Get rid of this guy as well. Did you roll? Yeah, you are. Good. It's 2 Yorns though. That's this one. What's this one? Yeah, I'm gonna delete that.
I got an 8.
31.11.
8. So we got this one. Ethan is gonna roll for initiative. There we go. Add him to the roll. Here we go. Add him to the turn. So it's just gonna be the two of you fighting an Etten, essentially. Gonna roll a d20 plus. Leave this whatever. There we go. That's a. D20 plus what? Stuff being weird noises. Oh, 17 for the Etin. You can have your companion.
Have already landed or not?
Yorn is first.
Sorry, have I already landed?
You have not done anything yet.
I'm gonna hold my action till the Etten does its thing.
Let's see here. Alright, so Yorn, it is your turn, and now the Etten is going to throw a javelin. Deflect arrows. Deflect giant javelin. So it throws its javelin at you as it's charging, and like the club is like throwing up dirt as it's going. And it's like hitting this giant tree as like it's this tree is actually like torn apart as it's like running across. Like it explodes from the club. See here, it goes like this. Q. Like that. Now it's Darius' turn.
You are within my range. Actually, Frey, that was me holding my action until it did its thing.
What do you do then?
I'm gonna swim over on the ground and jab with my dragon staff. That is not. However, there's also some extra damage, Faye. That is known as. Where is it?
Plus 13. You punch the Etin in the face, and teeth fall out from it, and it looks angry at you. Now it's Daria's turn.
Tiny man strong, you die.
Now it's Daria's turn.
Not today. Vile demon.
Daria? Daria? Hello?
We have a dire.
Hello?
Hello?
Daria, it's your turn.
Oh shit, he went AFK.
Well, she is too confused to do anything, so now it's because now it's back to bacon. See ya. Back to Phoenica.
Hello.
We'll come back to combat when Dire's back.
Back to Phoenica. Gaius, upon the realizing the severity of the situation, what do you do?
I instruct the man to take his son to the local church or monastery or whatever we have in the city. Right. Just yeah. Do that. It'll help. Trust me.
Oh, very well. And he starts like running like as fast as he can with his arms. He seemed to have frozen up as it happened. Right. Now to Arletha. You heard the commotion outside from your room, and Filippo's and Filippo seems to be sleeping, and as is Zara, who's sleeping under the bed right now. Actually, Filippo's, could you roll a perception to see if you wake up? Who's he?
He's in his roll 20, so you're gonna have to do it for him.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I don't have access. I'm about 5 minutes from my house.
You just sleep some more then, I guess. You sleep for 5 minutes extra, I would say. But
I'll be sleeping.
yeah, so Arletha, what do? It seems to be some commotion outside, and you hear Gaius or like barking out something. Roll a perception check. Roll a
Perception check. I have. Alright.
Looking out of the
32.
fog, it's very difficult to see. However, you hear really well that there seems to be some sort of sickness going on. You can understand that there's some sort of sickness happening, and Gaius seems to have been told the man to bring the boy to the nearest priest to get healed. And you seem to have... Can you roll a sense motive, please, as well?
Sense motive. Okay.
From the tone of from Gaia's voice, you can sense that he's dead serious, and there's something you think there might be something very wrong. Now back.
All right.
Back to
Well,
the farm.
I make my way downstairs.
Making my way downstairs. All right. Let's see here. Now it's where's Arletha? She's confused. Jorn is just gonna murder this Etin.
It's Daria.
Darletha. Harabat. Let's see here. Right. So
Your turn.
you gain from your companions helping you. So you see, like, if Joachim sort of like actually like giving you some inspirational words, like, "Oh, go for its foot, Settleman, make him unbalanced," and you get like a +1 to combat maneuver. A trip.
Alright, awesome. Just give me a sec. As my first attack, I'm gonna flare a blow. Just give me a second because one of my abilities when I'm flare blowing is I could trip on the first attack.
Very well. Roll it.
So the first attack is not just an attack, but it's also a CMB check if it hits its AC.
See here if it does.
It does.
Let's see.
So now it's a trip attempt.
Yeah, it does. Actually, does hit him.
So does he get tripped?
And there's dirt coming everywhere as he's falling, and you get actually roll a reflex, so it's like you don't get any in your eye.
Alright. Also, I get an attack of opportunity when tripping.
Yeah, you might get some mud on you, which is not too great for you. Roll a reflex, please. This is important. Yeah, you get some in your beard, but not in your eye, so you don't get blinded temporarily. So you're fine. And now for the final death. Pummeling.
The dust attack opportunity.
As you're striking this beast down, you're knocking it
Attack
down
dust.
to the ground as you ground slamming it into the mud. And the beast lies defeated. The fog settled in the area after the combat, and around you is just silence and croaking of frogs
Sweet.
and mosquitoes buzzing in your ear.
Alright, awesome. I'm gonna search the dude.
A loincloth and a club. And you see
Well, that's
on his
disappointing.
side, you see like actually dried heads and fresh heads hanging from its like on a rope.
Hello, can you hear me?
Welcome back.
I can
Yes.
Well, that's a disappointment. I'm gonna fly back up. Actually, you know what? Might as well bury the heads and stuff.
As you grab the heads, the dried heads sort of like actually spring open and starts looking around. What be this man? Oh, it's not an Etin. Oh yeah, look at this. He's a human. Oh yeah,
throw
look
the
at this man. It's a very refreshing to see someone that's not stinky. Wait, we don't even smell things. Hear someone that's not stinky. Is it see? No. What is it now? Come on. Hey, get us out of here, man. You see these shrunken heads talking to each other. You throw the shrunken heads. Oh no! Ooh, yada, whoa. Blom, plush, and you hear.
I'm not dealing
You
with
hear
that.
like this, like water. You know, hit the water in the distance. As you throw the shrunken heads away. Aww.
Right.
That's really rude.
I'll have to be right back then.
Oh, he threw the shrunken heads away. Okay. Daria,
Hello.
you seem to have been a bit like shocked at the approaching Etid, so you didn't know quite what to do, so you saw Jorn take care of it for you. It didn't seem too much of a trouble. And he's thought you heard some talking as he picked up some item from the Etin. And roll perception, please.
What's up?
I'm talking to the area.
Okay.
It's quite obvious what is going on, but you see there's like some small shrunken head people that seems to be babbling something. And Yorn just throws them into the swamp.
I got a 21 on perception.
Yeah, you definitely see that their shrunken heads are actually talking, but Yorn seemed to have just thrown them into the swamp as far as he could, as strong as he could. You're like, oh man!
I'm not dealing with small severed heads.
Oh man, yeah, you do be that. Ooh. And as he's throwing them, you hear them like yelling, and the voice is becoming like lowered and lowered as they get flinged across the swamp. Dude.
Have I even had time to shift back?
No.
I mean,
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm not gonna shift back in order to go see what kind of crazy thing Bjorn is doing.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna
just ignore the floating heads.
wait for him to.
Alright, so you just wait for Bjorn to come. Now it's gonna be like... And as you're doing that, you see like... Joachim is like, hey, what do you reckon that is? And he points to the distance. Back to the city. Let's see here. Now I'm gonna go back to the city. A lot of things happening today. Right. In the city. Jehovah, are you back now?
I'm loading in.
Ah! Amazing. Wait, don't I have your character sheet?
Yes, I told you this.
But I don't have it saved somewhere. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't know. Jehovah? Is that again?
No, I don't remember what it was fucking called.
I'm opening it.
I don't know
I'm opening
what it's
it.
called.
I have it open.
Roll a perception
I have it open.
check. Right, sorry. Right. Ah! Yeah. Sorry about that.
I have it open.
Ah! No! Fuck! No, go away. There we go. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. It's just, bad stuff. Anyway, we're in the city now with Gaius and Erletha and
What?
Yes. So, back to them. Actually, I'm gonna go to specifically him.
Yeah?
Erletha. You went down the stairs. You,
Hello.
you pass quite a large collection of people. Fancy folk. Sort of like having breakfast, eating grapes, having a bit of a bite to eat and drink. As you pass them, you see them sitting down with their togas, like near a window. I see they eye you a bit, snuff their noses a bit, and like go back to their business. As you pass the main gate, the main door of the hotel establishment, you see the collection of people in the distance. Actually, you don't, because it's foggy as hell right now. You see, a large, thick layer of fog greets you as you exit the establishment. The smell of the city is dampened by this. Hello?
Frey, you are breaking up a little, but I can understand you.
You can understand me.
I can understand you. No, it's Frey, Dara, not you.
I'll try to speak in bursts.
Okay.
I'll try to speak in bursts. That's better. Oh, it's a fucking fuck off, Fallout. Why are you downloading shit? Oh my god. Anyway, Fallout
Sneaky
aside,
downloads.
I'm just gonna close Steam because fucking hell. Anyway, a thick layer of fog greets you as you exit the establishment. The smell of the city is dampened by the water of the fog. You do sense, you do hear people seeming a bit talking, like seem in worried voices, like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Something going on over there." Like, oh, like a mixed mood has set in the city, one of confusion and bit worry, light worry. What do you do? Do you head towards the scene?
I'll try and find
Gaius.
to see what's going on.
Gaius, out of the fog, you see a familiar face. It's Arletha, brushing aside some loose hairs on her face as she's entering your vision. You see Arletha, you see Gaius sitting there, looking around. Got a bit of a worried look on his face. Hello, Gaius. You see Arletha.
What's the commotion going on?
We shouldn't talk here.
Okay. Well, where do you suggest we talk?
Where can we talk? What, we were in a hotel or something?
I feel like this is going to go around in circles. Let's go back to our room. Well, my room at least.
Yeah. Alright.
Philippos is up there sleeping. I'm sure he'd be equally as worried.
Rudely wake Philippos up.
You walk down the street, back to the hotel. Your hat, an obvious distraction by most people who you pass, as they look at you again with it's like, oh, that guy must be rich. Look at him. And you see like, good. And you see like some little bit of a rowdy crowd gives you like a cheers as they raise their glasses in your direction as you're passing a tavern. And you go back to the hotel. Like, excuse me, sir. Do you want to rent a room? You see like a sort of like a.
Oh right, we didn't.
Are you a resident here? You see like a half elf sitting near the counter.
No, I didn't think about this. I forgot that we actually stole the room.
Half elf lady, seemingly dressed in rather simple clothes, sitting near the a counter. Seems like a uniform.
Alright, so toss a gold coin on the table, and say that I want that specific room.
Oh.
Right, I want the room to the right.
You said the room name. You remember
the door to the same.
It's room
Yeah.
A38.
Yeah, I want room A38.
Oh, very well. It's actually not occupied at the moment. So that is very good, very good. I'll jot you down. For how long? How long, sir? How many days? Weeks?
1 week.
1 week. Very well. And she sort of like etches down your name on a tablet, like a stone tablet, like wax, almost like a.
Yeah, no need to send anybody up there.
And she slides over a key over the desk. There you go, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at the
Right.
Sunshine Hotel.
Sunshine Hotel.
As you walk up the stairs.
Right, now we're done with that. Can we?
You go into the room.
Yes,
Philippos,
we'll go to our room.
You wake up, I must say. Fights over the key. Alright, so
Yes.
Philippos, you wake as you slept for quite a bit. You're still a more like a non-nocturnal creature, as you notice your companions walk into the room.
Okay.
Gaius
Oh,
seems to
Nicholas,
have
you're awake. Good.
Hello.
So, guys, we have a problem. The corruption from Hara has spread here. I saw a little kid fall to it. I told his father to take him to the priest, but as we all know, that won't do anything. I think we need to go back to Hara and take care of this once and for all.
Indeed. Is to sit down like a, group talk. Sitting down at the table, I must say. It is like a round table, you're sitting down on chairs. And,
Yeah.
Gaius is just looking around at each of you. Right. Going on. Continuing.
Alright, explain the situation.
Oh, yes, and you explained the
That's
situation.
the situation.
Your
Yes.
mission as well, actually. You remember? It was just your infiltration mission.
Yeah, well, I actually forgot about that.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Should I choose to accept it? Of course.
Well, you've been going there.
Oh, and also...
Sort of all pointing there anyway. Sorry. Alright. Now...
yeah, that's sort of beside the point.
It is sort of beside the point. You hear a growl coming from under the bed. Just remember your vampire girl is sleeping under there.
Oh yeah, she's very lovely.
And you hear like a stomp, like that of a foot hitting the bed. Like, down, quiet.
Hello?
Keep it down.
What are you doing down there?
Sleeping.
Why?
Because it's day. And you look outside.
But
and,
under the bed?
yes. Because it's shadowy. And you notice notice outside that it's very foggy, but not as light. So it could be easily mistaken for like evening or something. Like, is it day really? No. Back
Is
to
it actually
the
day?
foggy moor. Cutting you off right now. Sorry. Back to the foggy moor with Jörn and Daria.
Yes.
The battle settled.
Hello.
The large creature is fallen. What do? You continue do you prepare to venture forth again? Oh wait, yeah. If Joachim pointed something out. Joachim pointed something out earlier.
Yes. Can we see what it is he was pointing out?
Abba, did you leave? What? What did you say?
No, I'm still here. I was saying, what was he pointing out?
What was he pointing out? You see, like, something in the air. Something large. That is not Daria. Seems to be flying.
Can I identify what it is?
You can certainly try. Roll a
What check would that be?
Arcana check.
I mean, what does it look like?
It's rather far away at this point, so...
Is it? Oh.
So,
Is it coming towards us?
You believe so. You believe it is indeed approaching you, but it is rather far away at this point. And you think you see small shapes on top of this creature.
In that case, I guess I'm gonna stay grounded until it passes.
Joran, do you have knowledge arcana?
Sadly, I do not. I have knowledge, history, and religion, though.
Knowledge, history.
I have knowledge, nature, geography, and planes.
Let me think. What is this? What type of thing is it? You think it looks a bit like the lizards on the island, like the dinosaurs?
Lizard.
Yeah, it seems like a large lizard thing.
Oh no.
Dragons.
No. It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur. Exactly.
If it were a dinosaur, it wouldn't call for a knowledge arcana check.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a dinosaur. Yeah, guys. So yeah, what do you
If
do?
he says it's a dinosaur, can I try to identify
like
what kind of dinosaur it is?
Looks like one of those birds on the island, yeah.
Frey,
Oh,
Never seen anything like that.
can I recognize whether it is a dinosaur?
You could try, yeah.
I probably can tell what it is, but I can probably tell whether it's a dinosaur. That's a 25.
It's not a dinosaur. It is something powerful. You recognize. You think it must be something very powerful. However, as it scales, as it's flying in nearby, its red scales glistening in the sun. As it's peering
Yeah,
eyes.
okay. I'm shifting back and I'm hiding.
Its eyes scanning the surrounding area. And on top you see three riders clad in Neandrian priest attire. It appears...
Yeah, I'm shifting back and hiding.
It appears the Camerites have followed you, and they've brought something to hunt you with. What do you do?
Again, shifting back and hiding.
Jorn, you see Daria hiding.
why are you hiding?
The rest of the people seem to follow the suit. Like, the gnome seems to be hiding as well now.
Hide then.
Hide! Very good.
I'm a yeet out of
Roll
here.
a stealth check. Oh, yes.
I merge with the trees.
Hopefully the mist helps hide us.
It actually does. You see its great shadow pass you as the sky is darkened temporarily, and it passes without landing.
Should I have rolled stealth as well?
Yes. However, I'm going to have the dragon roll a perception check. Okay. There it is. Oh.
Oh no.
No.
Let's just hope that the fog is enough for this.
By the way.
Which one of us?
All of you. This is against fear. DC 26. You are frightened.
Yikes.
This creature, its aura is overpoweringly terrible, as it feel like an insect in its presence.
Really?
You both feel like insects in
I'm
its
gonna
presence.
sneakily run away.
You're going to run?
Are you heading the other direction?
Sneakily
actually,
move away. You know, it's keep
be...
hiding.
I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm just gonna have it roll a perception like this. Plus... I mean, it's probably gonna unfortunately find Daria. Unless it rolls like a 1. Okay, what does fog do? Heavy fog. Fog. Pathfinder. Well, you have never really heard of dragons. Like, you've never seen a dragon or heard about them in general. But...
Yeah.
You know, it is red. It is a red lizard, like a reptilian creature. Roll. Oh wait, knowledge monks. They might
Knowledge monks.
Roll your monk check, so they might be able to give you some insight into the situation. Okay,
Keep in mind, Frejth, I am proficient in dragon style.
So, oh yes, famously named from your martial art. The dragon style refers to a creature of legend. A creature so terrible and frightening that has been named after this style, the dragon. This is a red dragon. A creature that is fearsome and deadly.
The panda.
Firstly, I'm gonna I'm gonna find what heavy fog actually does. Okay.
So terrible at Kung Fu.
So terrible at Kung Fu that it was named after the most worthless dragon style. Let's see here. I believe fog grants like a really bad penalty. It is within 300 feet, however, so it's like it's got a lot of negatives. It might actually not see you.
It already has a -30 to its perception check.
It does. So this might actually be in your favor. And because of the fog. Okay, let's see here. Let's make this right. So I don't want to like screw you over with this.
I think we can fight it if it did come at us. Unless it's a, adult. Does it see Daria? Please no.
Daria, your hiding spot.
Oh, fuck.
Feel its gaze upon you.
Oh, shit.
It's looking directly on you, Daria. The beast has seen you. What do you do?
The beast. Feed the beast.
Now, let's go back to the city. Sorry.
Frey,
Cliffhanger.
how much fog is it?
Heavy.
Is it
To
light
-4 to
fog, medium
perception.
fog, or heavy fog?
Medium fog is
Oh.
is -4 to perception.
Okay.
I must say, it doesn't actually see you, but in your fear, you're like fidgeting around, like trying to hide. You accidentally hit a rock that falls on another rock, causing a little
Okay.
noise. And you hear the creature, the wings of it. It's heavy wing beats, moving branches. And you hear like the sound of rustling objects gets flung around in the area. And you hear the sound of giant footfalls as it lands on the ground. Now, back to the city. Okay, back to Phoenica, the lovely city. Lovely city of culture and happiness. What are you guys doing? Hello?
I'm chilling
Honestly,
with
not
Vampire
much.
Lady.
In the distance.
I don't really know.
In the distance. You're in your suite or whatever it is right now. Your room. In the distance, you see, you hear actually a noise, the sound of trumpets. As you see,
Lovely.
as you hear what appears to be some kind of gathering being formed outside. You see the fog at this point is beginning to clear in the area. Seem to have passed. And in the sunlight, you see a regal-looking figure being carried on a palanquin by an armed escort in shining golden armor, and around this gathering, people are waving their hands at this person. Roll in knowledge and ability, please.
I don't have it.
However, Gaius,
I do.
you are very familiar with this person. Let's see if you don't.
Oh, he's a governor or something?
This is
32.
Queen Zenobia.
The queen herself, Montarica.
Is on a bit of a stroll through her city. And you see the adoration in the people's eyes as they're greeting her, their ruler. And yeah, the crowd is just all in awe, and there's just a large amount of talking as she's passing by your hotel. Actually, let's see here. What does she do? I must say. Oh yes, I know what she does. Okay. The palanquin turns and starts heading towards your building.
What's the queen? That's the queen of Phoenica.
It is.
What is the queen doing here?
She lives here.
Alright, first order of business, hide this regal-looking hat on the head. Under the bed.
Under the bed, you hear like a grunt.
Stay there, don't come out, alright?
Yeah, the queen, she is adorned with jewels. Her crown is that of a peacock, like sort of in design. She has a toga with a purple, made of purple cloth, a very rich die that few people have access to. And she seems
I have a bad feeling about this.
She seems to be on a visit. It seems to be like on a bit of a walk through the city. As you hear like some commotion going on downstairs, and it suddenly becomes dead silent. And you hear like some talking, like announcing Her Majesty Queen Zenobia of the Phoenician city-states. And you hear like it's a bit muffled, that sound. Exactly. So it would appear that. What do? You don't know why the queen is here, but she's here.
Guys, I suggest with Belle, you don't want to be in the same room, in the same building as any of the nobility, like the high-ranking ones. They only bring trouble.
I think finally we can agree on something. Maybe we should leave.
Right now.
Oh, right.
Oh man.
That's right.
Let's see here. What happens?
Can you just disappear to the shadow realm or something, and reappear whenever Philippos calls you?
No, that's not how.
No.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, I could just. Gee, is that how low you think of me? I mean, yeah. If you want me to go, I could just burn to death. That's what you want, huh?
It's not very nice. Don't do that.
And you hear like footsteps from in the corridor. Very organized footsteps. Like almost marching. Her Majesty, the Queen Zenobia, is going to inspect the Regal Sunlight Hotel.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's go back.
Guys, I think we should go back on the roof.
Let's go to the swamp.
I really like the roof.
Oh, the moon is great.
I'm gonna roll a will save, right?
I will save.
See what happens, right? Oh, this will be interesting.
D100.
This isn't looking good already. Oh,
That's low. Which is actually good.
Oh, do we all roll it?
You actually managed it. You're back to your normal self, temporarily. Dario.
damn it! I wanted to have some fun.
Hello.
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 Well, okay, let's go back to the swamp. The dragon. Walking around. You hear the heavy breathing of this creature. Smelling the air. And you hear its growl, like, as it's breathing in. Like a crocodile almost hissing. You seen something then, have you? Yes. I smell something. You hear the dragon's deep, booming voice. Very well. We shall check this area then. Maybe I should just burn this place. smoke whoever is hiding out from their little hidey holes. Now, there's no need to destroy the local environment. Not quite yet, at least. We don't want to bring any attention to the Phoenicans. They are our allies, after all.
After all.
And the dragon... You guys can hear them talking rather loudly, as they're like... there seem to be... scouting around. Huh. What manner of contraption is this? Have you seen anything like it? I can't say I have. Looks like some kind of boat. Let's search the area.
Frey, what kind of soil are we in?
Marshy, light. It's relatively dry. It's not marshland right now, but you're like hiding. You currently, Daria, you are hiding between a rock, two rocks, sort of hiding underneath. Meanwhile, Yorn, you find a hollowed out tree, and you are sort of like just trying to be as sneaky as you can. But he's hiding in there. You found like some bark, and you covered the entrance a little bit. The others, they're hiding somewhere that you're not quite sure where, because this all happened rather quickly.
So how large is this dragon?
This dragon, you haven't seen it yet. Do you want to look? You want to peek out?
I haven't seen it yet.
The last time you saw it was in the air, so you're not quite sure how big it. But it seems like hearing its footsteps, hearing its deep voice, and it seems rather big. Like the voice seems to be coming from rather high up. Well, if you're out there, whoever you are, you should just come out and pay your due to Pharaoh. No?
Does it seem like the people are still on the dragon?
They're walking around, actually. They seem like they're not on the dragon. Perhaps we'll destroy whatever this thing is. That might bring them out. Looks expensive, does it not? Let's see who... Let's see, dragon. Okay, so does no one actually respond to them? No, okay.
I mean, we left the people in the thing, did we not?
No, they went off as well. They ran off.
Oh. In that case, I will try to, within my hiding place, cast Soften Earth and Stone under all of them.
Very well. Roll a stealth check. And now the dragon is right next to you. Keep that in mind. So it will have its full bonus.
Wait, why is it next to me now?
Because it smelled you, or it heard you as something. It heard the rock falling. Like, it's not right next to you, but it's like nearby.
I mean,
it's on the ground. Like it's not in the air.
So I thought they were still close one to another. I was trying to get the dragon too.
No, well, the dragon is relatively close to them, but like it's not right next to you. Like it's not next to you, but it's like in the
Well,
air.
I can affect 8 10-foot by 10-foot squares. Can I get them and the dragon?
I remember distinctly that you were frightened.
Yes, but I don't know what that does.
Essentially, you have to get away from the beast, or like hide, or like not.
Wait, what's the radius on it though?
300 feet.
Um,
Oh wow.
did I go all the way down to the panic frighten that you have to run?
I must say, hiding from it is enough. But you've technically gotten away from it. You know what I mean?
Huh. I mean, I only failed the check by 1.
Well, you failed the check. Simple. Just how it rules go.
Oh, okay. In that case, I guess I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. So, it looks like. Ooh. So shall I burn this puny boat of theirs? Go ahead. Probably not even worth anything. Feel free. Mindrethor. And you hear the dragon breathe in a mighty breath, and you hear the sound of flames, and you feel the air. You smell fire, and you see above you, Daria, a stream of fire going towards the direction of the airship.
The airship.
Yes. dragon is burning the airship
Shit. Is there a chance that I could, jump, take the airship away from the fire, teleport away?
No. You also failed the check, so you are frightened as well. That's strange.
I am frightened. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna run away.
You hear like as the fire ceases, you hear the dragon once again. That's no ordinary boat. It's withstood my breath. Well, looks like it must be some magic item. Well, then perhaps we shall bring it back to Pharaoh. I think he will enjoy a gift. Maybe they ran off and left their fancy boat. Perhaps they did. But we know where they are now. And we can't really go into this territory much further. Otherwise we'll be trespassing on Phoenican soil. Very well. Let's go. I'm sure they'll pass by here sooner or later. And you hear the dragon flap its wings, and you see the ground debris like flying everywhere. And you hear like the like something grab, like you hear like a sound of like some wooden material being being grabbed by something. You hear like mild creaking as you hear the dragon's wings like disappearing in the distance. After a while, the sense of dread ceases to affect your heart, and you come to your senses. You sense that the dragon is no longer there. What do you do? Who's the first to go out and look?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
You look and you see the airship is missing, and the campsite has been wrecked. And you see like scorch marks on a nearby tree.
Oh,
you see large footprints everywhere, like the size of 2 oxen, like the footprints.
Well, we just lost a way of transport, and now I'm out for dragon blood.
You know, they did say like a heart of a dragon might be a good ingredient for, and dragon scales.
That is true. The problem is, this thing is older than an old dragon. That's 100% sure.
It's a very powerful dragon. We would never be able to fight it.
Not yet.
It might be one of the first.
Not in our current state.
This is some really obscure lore. So, if you have knowledge history, I will let you roll it. But this will be just roll knowledge history.
Not bad.
That's a 19. That's 11. 30. I'm not going to give you the full details, but I will let you in on one of the great secrets of the world. You heard tales at the very dawn of the world. Such creatures roamed the land and aided the gods in a conflict. And you think this might be one of those original dragons.
That is interesting. Maybe I should speak to Thor about this. Or Odin.
So, like how you and Thor are best buddies now. Great.
Great. He's drinking buddies. Alright, so what do?
What?
Alright, let's go back to
the others.
Who should we go back to? Oh yes, let's go back to the room. Oh yes.
Hello.
Queen Zenobia, Queen of the Phoenician city-state, is here to inspect this fine establishment. Like you hear like a voice. Yes, I've no need to overdo it now, Philip. Yes, my queen, I apologize. I just have so much fond memories of this place growing up. I used to come here all the time with father. We had dinner. It was such a nice...
What are you doing that?
Oh, yes. What are you doing? Are you trying to, like, get out of the window?
I look out look over the shoulder, see guys trying to hastily climb out the window. He's like,
No, I'm not doing that. Alright, we should go to the bed. Pools are out. Get on the bed and act like a normal kid.
No! Close the window.
just leave her under the bed, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's the queen! Alright, close the window, close the curtain.
Curse the window.
Forget who you're in the presence of, Gaius. It's alright, Gaius.
And you see,
If anything
like, a very
goes south,
grumpy
I can
vampire
surely
kid.
talk my way out of this.
You see the grumpy vampire kid get out of her hidey hole, like almost like she doesn't want to, like a cat that's like stuck to a sofa, with her claws, and she sits on the bed, sleep marks under her eyes. So I'm your kid now, huh? I can work with this.
You can sleep on the bed.
She acts no. She actually her posture changes rather dramatically, actually, to more of a kid-like demeanor. As she last time, there was some strange sense of maturity about her, like an person that's lived very long, like you can see it in her eyes. Now she just looks more joyful and little, yeah. Anyway, so you hear like doors opening in the distance, like knocking. I said knocking, and you hear like oh, hello. My queen, and it appears to be rather not too far from your room, like maybe a couple of doors away. This is happening, so you might have still some time to prepare or escape if you want.
Okay. All right, what's our plan here?
Why don't we just act like normal patrons?
Yeah, alright. I mean, the window route is still open.
Would she know who you are?
No.
Boss, what's your opinion on this?
But we are a rather odd gathering here.
What are you talking about?
Things could get suspicious.
We're the normal sons, just having a vacation in Phoenica. Yay! I mean, yeah, father, we're having a good old vacation. Hee. So, Philippos, are you still there? Philippos.
Woozy.
Time to get up, Philippos.
Fuck, I was muted, sorry.
So,
totally not sleeping on the
understand
top.
the situation you're in.
They don't think we're normal people?
The queen
Or are we
is
trying to convince them we're normal?
outside.
Yeah, we are what food?
The queen of Phoenica is outside,
Something like that.
looking through the different rooms because she used to have a fond memory of this place as a kid, and now she's going room to room.
I see.
Saying hello, essentially.
Hello!
And you're pretending. No, she's not here yet. And you're trying to blend in to be normal people, and you're going over plans. So, what's the plan? When she gets here, who are each of us?
Are we not normal enough?
You look at Gaius, and I mean, Gaius, you recall actually, half elves are considered less than full citizens in
Hello, I'm back.
Half elves are considered less than full citizens in this place.
What? Full citizens? What?
Half elves are considered less than
We are
they're essentially lesser people in the
flora and fauna.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
So you would essentially be
A plant.
A plant. No, you would essentially be a
plant.
slave. Or
Flora and fauna.
What? So our letter is half elf, or what?
She is half elf, yes.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, I thought I was going to plant.
Maybe my diplomatic skills will come into useful here.
The
That'll be
half-elf
nice.
is a counter seemed, you'll see. Anyway, so what's the plan? There is one bed, several lockers, a bathing room with running water. The curtains are closed at the moment, and one door leading out.
Well, we've got two options. We can either try and act like a family, with Philippos here being the father, and I could, I don't know, essentially maybe be the mother, and Gaius could be just a family friend, or we
Uncle
could just
Gaius.
be a group of friends. Yeah, Uncle Gaius.
Uncle Guy.
Or
Isn't Gaius like
could-
military?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, so I'm like the local, and I'm entertaining the visiting far relatives, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Well, how do you explain your elf ears then?
The elf?
Oh, this will be fun.
I just hide the ears. I'm sure it's fine. But, no, your face doesn't look human. Not quite. Well,
You could just be a maid. You could be working here. Room service.
Amazing.
Araletha stares at Zara. It's just like, excuse me, what?
She gives you a
say
grin.
what?
how dare you?
She gives you a grin back. Like a smug look.
Maybe you two pretend to be very deeply in love. Yeah, that might work as an explanation. I don't know. Ooh.
And you hear like another like, oh my queen, welcome, yes, and just a little louder this time.
Jesus Christ.
I think we just gotta act like Philippos can be a dad, just a single dad, and we could just be friends. Like, it doesn't have to be.
And a boy.
And
Well, how do you explain the kid?
How do you
What is
explain
the kid doing
how do you,
here?
how do you explain the bird?
I mean, I could just
No, Philippos is the single dad.
out of here. I'm not sure where we'll end up.
No, I want to meet this queen though. I feel like
I
that'd be
may
an
or may not
interesting
have
encounter.
put our name on the ledger, so we can't really bail out here.
Oh.
Or maybe we can. I don't know.
It's sun out, so I might end up in the sun and will burn again, so I don't want to do that, actually.
Also, aren't I a wanted criminal?
Are you?
In Hara, I think.
Weren't you?
Wait, are you?
Are you a criminal?
Like everywhere?
Out of character, weren't you pardoned? I think you were
Yeah.
pardoned.
What about Phoenica?
Yeah, you were pardoned.
Hara.
Okay.
It was part of Hara. So the governor actually pardoned you.
Okay, good.
So that indeed
But word may not have reached everywhere.
maybe.
Are you like a high-profile criminal?
No.
Oh, maybe he.
Well, then you should probably be fine.
Phoenica?
I mean, I did involve that great slave breakout.
Oh, maybe
Remember
that
when I
word-
released like all of the slaves?
Maybe word will reach here about that though.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe
someone
they
will
haven't heard
notice.
about it.
Yeah, maybe.
How can you not have noticed all of the slaves leaving a city?
Well, but it takes time for word to travel.
You hear another? Oh, my queen!
We
and this
did kind
time
of
it sounds
teleport here,
like-
you know?
It's very close indeed. Almost a door right next to you. Oh, my queen! Welcome. Have a look. It's rumble. It's counting down.
I'm gonna change my clothes into something like a lot fancier than I'm currently wearing, like my robes. I can it'll be like really nice attire.
Oh, you can borrow my hat.
No, I'm not going to wear that stupid hat.
What do you mean?
I take the hat and I prepare to offer it to the queen.
No.
What? No.
Queen, you would look lovely with this.
It looks ridiculous. Just put it under the bed where it belongs.
The bed is sliding.
What do you mean? I'm
I
paying a
want-
bag of diamonds for
I
this.
want to try and convince the queen that it looks nice.
You notice the bed is actually sliding, hovering a little
No,
bit on the side.
you're not giving away my 15,000 gold hat.
I can't bluff the queen into thinking it looks nice.
Can't believe that's how much that fucking
Guys,
thing's worth.
I'm telling you,
Christ.
you notice the bed is slightly hovering a bit on the side. Because of the
Zara?
levitation of the hat.
Zara.
Oh, the hat.
Yeah, the hat's
the hat?
lifting the bed a little bit.
Oh crap. Hanging on the wall, pretend it's like
This is
an
a sign
impressive
we should give
decoration.
the queen.
Oh yes, do that.
No.
I hear I can
No.
knock on the door.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Announcement
I'm gonna open the
Royal
door.
Majesty, Queen Zenobia
I put it on the
IV
fireplace.
of Phoenica.
Before he can finish the sentence, I've opened the door. Just like halfway from a.
And you see...
Hello.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
You two are like scrambling around. I'm like, hello.
Where's her handout? Zenobia. There it is.
Underneath Hara.
Underneath Hara. Zenobia. There she is. Alright, I'm just gonna link this in Discord. That sounds fine, doesn't it? Alright, Dawn of Faelin. Queen Zenobia of Phoenica. Fourth of her name. There she is. Come on, it's a page load. There.
Be right back.
I think that might be a good place to switch to the swamp, don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's switch to the swamp.
I'll be right
guess
back.
we're making the rest of the way on foot.
I believe you
I
are.
guess so.
That, that boat would have been really nice about now.
We still have that. We still have that feather swan boat token that we
Oh,
just never
right.
You
used.
do. They could actually go on the other boat.
A boaty picture. The only thing is, I want to check if in which direction the dragon flew.
Away.
So I
from,
just compare this. Yeah, I was gonna compare foot size, the depth of each footstep on the ground, the large ones. See which one is the largest and tell by that which direction the dragon flew.
Well, it's difficult to tell, but you can roll a survival check.
Ah, damn it! I rolled low.
You rolled low. In the aftermath, the dragon. You notice.
Frey,
Yeah.
as soon as the dragon is gone, I begin casting Eagle Eye.
What's that do? It gives you more.
It
perception,
creates
I imagine.
a magical sensor 700 feet above me, and I can see from it.
Very well.
The good thing is that it's above, so it probably can see.
The question is, can the dragon sense it?
It might not. Probably not. Probably yes. Maybe. Probably. Is it invisible? It's invisible, isn't it? Like the
They're arcane creatures by nature, right?
the arcane eye thing, eagle eye.
No, it's called Eagle Eye. It's a 2nd level spell.
Very well. Let me see here. Eagle eye. I hope you're enjoying the sessions as so far. Let's see here.
Yeah, lots of twists.
Eagle eye. Could you just link me that, please? Or just... It doesn't say anything about anything like it being visible or anything like that, does it?
No, just says create some magical sensor directly above you.
Very well. Okay.
It should be pretty small, though.
Using eagle eye does not penetrate solid surface. Let's see here. Saving throw down. So it can appear anywhere above you. It might be just really small.
If it is visible, it should be pretty small.
Oh, there she is. All right, I'm gonna just roll a spell. It might. Okay, am I just gonna high or low?
Low.
Let's see here. Come on. Ah.
Oh no.
Roll it. I must say, instead of high or low, we'll do. You have to go below the 16 with a d20.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
How close is whoever it is that they can see a floating eye in the sky?
You did it, so it's a bit beneficial circumstance. Alright. So you see the dragon far away, heading back towards the deserts, away from your direction. It did not appear to have spotted the sensor.
What about the current terrain? Do I see any way to get across the swamp that is particularly easy, or
Particularly easy. Roll a perception check.
I'll also roll knowledge geography for good measure. Just give me a second. I got 21 on knowledge geography and 38 on perception.
Very well. Let's see here. Knowledge geography. Very good. You actually see parts of the swamp seems to be drier than normal, and you actually see in the distance what appears to be disturbed, like foliage, which seems to have the marks of someone have walked there.
Someone of human size, or
difficult to tell at this point.
Okay. I turn to the others and say, well, that was unfortunate, but we can still make our way on foot.
Well, let's keep going.
I can help us navigate this. And I'll guide everyone through the swamp best I can.
You head to the area that you spotted. As you make your way through the undergrowth of this marshy terrain, I must say, a good hour passes as you direct your party across the treacherous moor, and you, as you do so, you believe you found yourself near some form of stone structure. And you,
It's a stone structure.
Daria, you recognize this stone structure as it is one of the stone circles that is sacred to your people. It seems to be a druidic stone circle, a meeting place of the high druids, of the council. They do not appear to be present at the moment, but you are on sacred ground.
They know about this.
One at a time, please, Daria, please. Go on.
Does it seem unoccupied completely so?
It appears so.
How long?
Well, it doesn't seem to be abandoned, but there appears to be no one present at the moment.
Oh, in that case, I assume I haven't given this specific circle the message I have been delivering.
No.
I will excuse myself for a moment and go carve the message inside.
Very well. You take out a piece of hardwood and begin carving a message upon the device. And you leave it rather visible, and you do so in Druidic, so they would understand the message, and no one else would.
And I'll keep leading people away.
I can't hear anything. Does anyone seem to be able to hear the ambience?
Nope.
No, the ambience seems to be seems to not be working for me.
Yeah, it's not working either for me. But doesn't matter.
What's not working?
Okay, now it's working.
Strange. In any case, Daria, would you roll a perception for me? Since you're
Again? Okay.
leading and seem to be more alert at the moment. Let's see here. I'm just going to switch over here. Sorry.
Well, I'm also the one who can see through fog.
You are. You gotta go soon, Abba?
Yeah. And 5 minutes.
We don't have a session today because we have different times, don't we? Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, but I got stuff to do.
I see. Well, Daria,
That's 35, right?
you notice a woman.
A woman.
As this appears to be, upon first glance, she appears to be a beautiful elven, but you notice a specific detail that reveals her fey nature. Her long tail is that of almost like a lion's tail or a troll's tail, if you've seen them before. And her back is that of a hollowed out tree. Roll in knowledge nature.
Do we also see this?
You don't.
Uh,
This is a huldra.
30.
A huldra is also known as the nymphs of the forest, or a lady of the forest. They are chaotic neutral fae who can either be helpful if treated with respect, or they can be rather vengeful if disrespected and associated with giant kind, because they resent trolls and giants. They do share they are rumored to share a bloodline with them, but this is considered rude in their opinion. It is a fey creature. They have the ability. You have heard rumors that they have the ability to lead travelers out of the woods safely, because they have an affinity to the land, like no other.
I will turn to the others and say, be respectful. We are in the presence of the Lady of the Forest.
Careful.
And I will gesture for them to wait and approach her.
I'm gonna shake the jar from on my head. You hear that? Be respectful. In the backpack you go.
She looks at
Put it
you
back in the backpack.
with a scrutinizing look. And I will say now, with that, let's go back to the the lovely little scene
I craft mommy.
with Gaius,
The hell?
Himaru. No, not Himaru. Yeah, Himaru and Gaius Arletha and Philippos. You see Queen Zenobia standing outside your room. With a smile, she looks around and greets you with a nod. Oh, hello. I am here to inspect the different rooms. I apologize if I am in any way inconveniencing you. And she gives you a regal smile.
Oh, not at all, Your Majesty. Please, we welcome your humble presence.
How dare you speak to the
What,
Queen,
humble?
half-elf? Do you not know your position? No,
Oh, I'm afraid I do not, sir. I come from a far lands.
Mm. That is all right.
Gaius is like coughing. Bow. Kind of.
I give a curtsy to the queen. I'm not gonna bow. Can't bow in a dress. Fuck.
No. Like, what do you do as the half elf in the presence of royalty?
You are.
I actually don't
You
know.
sit quietly and spoke only when spoken to.
I'm not gonna do that. No way. Not happening.
That's okay. And you like bow your head mostly.
I do like a curtsy to the queen. Yeah.
Gaius is looking very nervous.
Yeah, the guards are looking like almost offended at this point. They're looking at this.
Oh no.
It's like the queen is looking.
Kai's
a
doing
little
her best to hold it
suspicious.
together.
Like she raises a brow a little bit.
Kai!
Oh dear, no. That. Oh, what are you doing?
Kai!
What are you doing? Boozy, what are you
What?
doing? What is Kai doing?
What?
I have a bird!
What is
The
Kai
bird
doing?
is being a goddamn bird.
Okay.
Where's he doing?
No, it's not.
It's just saying Kai at them.
Well, the bird is not 100% stupid, so...
What?
It's still a person. Remember? So
Yeah.
it's
But a lost person.
being... roll higher... Roll a d20. High or low.
Fuck, I need to load into this shit. I forgot to.
High or low?
Lie.
Hi. I say
Oh,
I don't
you
know.
have a
I
very
need to
high
roll
chance
high.
to beating this roll. It is a 4, so you do is a beneficial for you. So the bird seems to be very tired at the moment, so it's a little snoozy.
Ah.
So it's sitting on top of the hat and having a nap.
Is the hat slowly floating again?
It's
No, the hat is on the fireplace.
what's up?
Hi, Abba.
I have to go right now. I got some stuff to do.
Very well.
Alright, see you guys.
Bye,
Hopefully
Abba.
Bye,
I'll
Abba.
be able to
Bye.
be there except for longer. Daria, take control of Yorn.
Oh no!
What's your best Yorn impression?
Yorn, and Yorn.
I
Oh,
point to
remember.
darkness. I cast punch at the darkness.
Alright, so Kai is sleeping. What is Filippo doing in the presence of Her Majesty?
He's comforting Kai.
Oh well, so you just pat
It's
him
always at this point in the journey, he's kind of done with all this adventuring.
Very well.
He's done enough adventuring.
Gaius, you see the queen sort of like looking a little seeming to reassure her bodyguards that no, it's quite all right. Obviously, oh no, it's quite all right, everybody. Some people are obviously. Where are you from? And she
Well,
actually looks at Guy.
I don't know.
I recognize one of my own royal cataphracts. I do recognize that.
What?
And she looks at Gaius. But you.
What is a proper response to your queen? Like, do you bow? Do
my queen.
Do you
kneel?
sit?
Do
Very
you...
good, my queen. Of course.
Philippa sits down.
Oh,
Philippa
yes, my
sits down in
queen.
front of the queen. He's like, ah, this is sitting type.
You actually do that?
He lies down on his back to get as low as possible.
What a meme.
This is going to be interesting.
Wait, what exactly are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Well, how am I supposed to know how to interact with the queen? I'm just a simple seafaring man.
Just explodes.
So Gaius is like kicking, like
Dude, all
trying
I've
to
been doing for this adventure is sitting on
discreetly-
Gaius's back.
yeah, Gaius tries to like discreetly kick Philippos in the shin, do this, no, do this.
I cast Mythic Enlarged Person on the queen. No, I don't.
Oh,
No, don't do that.
all I wanna be.
Please.
Yeah, don't use
giant
magic on the queen.
woman.
Please don't do that. I don't want to do
She's
that.
actual size, but she seems much bigger to me.
Giant woman. Anyway, so the queen.
I thought I was big once. She changed my mind.
So anyway, so what brings you to our beloved city?
We just kind of fell through a number of doors and ended up here.
Oh, are you an adventurer then? Like her entourage actually looks a bit shocked, like, what? She's talking to this peasant, essentially, like that sort of look. Like,
Yeah. Filippo's just like doesn't know what royalty is. I don't think he's ever really encountered royalty.
well, you know, there's like
Philippos is like the most hobo guy ever.
if they had monocles, they would be falling out.
He was like a freaking hobo.
He's just like chilling with the queen.
If they had monocles, they would fall out at this point. So yeah, she seems genuinely
But
intrigued.
it's like so who are you?
Oh. That is an insult to our nation. I could have you executed, you. Like, no, there's no need to be. Oh, yes, of course, my queen. Just, they seem to, like, outrage in the background, like, fuming. Meanwhile, my queen is just chilling. You genuinely seem to be interested.
Queen's a homie.
What form
Queen's
of
the real
country
homie.
are you from?
Water country?
Are you from Aslanti?
Nope.
Oh.
Clearly not from Aslanti.
I
He doesn't have the tattoo.
just kind of. What the tattoos? I can get the tattoos. That doesn't prove you're from Aslanti.
So, you know that you're from essentially the northwest. Like the north. Like,
Yeah, somewhere.
You're from the best kingdoms. That's a probably good return.
Yeah. I was born at one point, and I used to know where I was from. I think it was somewhere
Let me go back
in the
through my
northwest.
notes real quick.
Backstory checkup time.
Yeah.
Are you? So she seems to be just intent in listening to what you have to say. Actually,
That's ridiculous.
why?
What is Zara doing?
Zara's just smiling.
How's Erletha dealing with the fact that you're not the one talking to the queen, and this complete buffoon is talking to the queen? I actually have really high charisma, by the way. I have
I don't
25
mind.
charisma.
No, I'm sort of sitting there. I mean,
This is
Well,
the worst
Himura that's
situation.
mine, but Aruleta is probably like seething.
Yeah,
she's
I actually
super
do have
pissed off.
25 charisma, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Daria's actually
I don't know why I'm being like this.
Daria's actually looking a bit like like a little bit gives you a little bit of a grin.
With Daria?
Looking at Daria. No, looking at Arletha.
Yeah, what? I keep hearing my name, but I'm not in this scene.
So,
Daria magically appears.
hey, Aretha, could you bring me another pillow? I'm really uncomfortable right now. And she smiles.
You fell it now.
It's like
What did we agree that I was again? I forgot.
Servant,
Yeah, so did Zara.
A servant?
essentially.
Yeah, you're a slave.
No, we never really agreed on anything.
But Zara's like playing
Things just
up.
kind of happened.
Zara's just doing it. Zara's being a bit of a shit.
Zara's enjoying too much.
Oh, she's having
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm like,
Oh. But what's the deal with this darkness in here anyway? You should open the curtains, bring in some light. No! I mean, no. I'm really...
She's afraid of the
I
light.
have a condition.
She's very pale. She's incredibly pale.
Oh, yes.
You must. The queen fucking totally gets it. It's just like, yup, let's do that.
It's like, oh, should we bring a healer? We gotta get our best priests in here. Okay, maybe. Oh, poor child. We shall get the best healers of all of our nation to aid you.
I feel like that's a lot of resources that could be better spent elsewhere.
yes, I feel
No, she's the queen. She has everything.
she has a condition that gives her light sensitivity. I am myself dabble in the healing arts, and I haven't found any way to cure her the condition.
The entire entourage of the queen is giving you a stare.
Very murderous look.
And I stare back at them.
They stare back more intensely at you.
This is staring contest.
Staring contest. No one is blinking. There's like some men with like
42
really big
checks.
moustaches
Constitution
and
checks.
armor and like really like foppish looking. So yeah,
The
meanwhile,
guy looks around for his axe.
meanwhile, they're having a staring contest. The queen seems a little amused at this entire thing.
Your Majesty, I'd like to ask one simple question.
Very well.
It seems that my kind isn't welcome here. Well, at least not treated like regular citizens. Why is that?
Yeah, why?
You know what your kind did in the past? You raided
I didn't
Phoenica.
ask you. I asked the Queen.
No.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you mind if we speak alone with the queen, actually?
Papa is back.
no, you're not
Keep
allowed
interrupting
to
her.
be alone in the presence of the queen. We are a bodyguard. Yes, unfortunately, that is true. They are my entourage, and I will
There's
not.
far too many rules. Perhaps we could be your bodyguards then. It seems that you need quite a entourage, in fact.
There's like people in the corridor, crowding. Like,
No.
she actually is on our palanquin, so she can't actually physically enter the room without going off it. We're getting sidetracked. Now, everybody, please be quiet before speak. I will address you if I want your opinions.
Yes, my queen.
And they're like the entourage a lot of grumbles.
There's my queen. Yes, of course.
Right, where were we? Her illness? Yes, you, a half-elf, please speak. You said something about an illness?
Did she not hear my question?
Oh, regarding the mistreatment of your kind. Yes. We have a bit of a
I magically disguise myself as the queen.
Hello.
sour relations with the elven races. Because at one point, in the early days of our kingdom's formation, the elves of Zarengrill came and raided our city. And they destroyed many of the great houses that once formed the majority of the ruling classes. So we have the best relationships with the elven kingdoms.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear. Though, not, I don't know. Maybe it's not my place to judge, but all of us aren't the same as elves. I'd like to consider myself less, snobby as an elf. I'm more to consider myself more human. At least I like partaking in the presence of humans more than I do the elves.
Oh. Partake usually involves drugs.
Well,
I thought you were about to say to the queen, unlike most elves, I like to partake in drugs.
no, it's not what I'm saying at all.
Man.
And the queen was like, tell me more.
Oh,
Tell me more about these drug elves.
drug elves. The moon sugar elves. So,
Moonshine elves.
indeed. Would you like it acknowledges that slightly? I shan't partake much more in your precious time. I'm sure you have other business to attend to in the city. If you require a healer for your child, do not be afraid to ask. You have my seal as proof. And she takes out a piece of paper and writes her name on it and hands it to one of the servants who goes forward and gives it to you.
I take it.
Yeah, the servant sort of like scoffs a little bit and goes back. And the queen seems to day of fine citizens. I shall move on. And they close the door behind them and they walk along. That went better than it could have been. And you hear like,
Shall we go kill the gods?
kill the
So we're gonna
guards.
kill them all. You gotta kill them all. It's just like,
Yeah, those guys are assholes. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's because we're real jerks to you about the elf thing. We don't take nicely to racists.
I swear to God, Zara.
I'm just kidding with you. How to take a joke? He like punches you lightly, like you know. You know how a friendly sort of a punch.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now I need to go back.
I want to go. I want to go around town and do some stuff.
Oh, you're gonna experience first-class racism.
That's fine. I'll bully people if they correct me. I'll bully them with words.
Oh, that's gonna be
Your mother is a llama, and your father is a garum.
up here.
Your mother was a hamster.
And your father sold elderberries. So that could have gone better or worse. Luckily, I didn't call for any rolls or anything because I felt it wasn't really necessary at that point. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
I was prepared to fight, obviously.
Do you want to do things as well? Yorn suddenly just
Argon!
no, in the swamp. Back to the swamp.
Bjorn regains autonomy.
The Lady of the Woods look down at the entire collection of peoples.
I had approached her and said, greetings.
Did you lure that beast here? The one that breathes fire, terrible fire. And she looks at you with a suspicious look and a bit of fear in her eyes.
I do not know. It seemed to be looking for something.
Well, it took our ship, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it was looking for.
A ship? I see. Are you sailors?
More like travelers?
You do not intend to harm my forest, then?
I certainly do not.
I see. Very good, then. I know a good hunting spot, a good fishing spot if you're interested. If you need food.
I would appreciate the help.
I think we should keep moving. We're kind of, we're supposed to reach the place in 3 days. It's been 2 days.
Where exactly are you
I don't know if
headed
we
to?
can.
Perhaps I can be of help.
Daria?
I'm sorry, Frey speaking very softly. What?
Perhaps I can be of help. Where exactly are you headed?
We are headed north.
North? To the human place? To the human village? What do they call it?
Unfortunately, we must.
Yes, a city. You headed there?
Unfortunately, we must head into civilization.
Civilization.
I see. Well, if you do... Wait, I know you. You have a familiar aura about you. And she looks to, she looks at, Daria. Somewhat. You're a druid, are you not?
I am. From the circle of... I forgot the name, Frey.
I forgot the name, Frey. Let me see here. Oh, yes, there's a very famous druidic circle around here. Are you from the, northwest as well? You from the... You could say, the northwestern circle.
Okay, I'm from one of the big circles in the west.
I see. You're rather far away from your home, are you not?
My home is no more.
I sense sadness in your heart. I mourn for your loss.
A great meeting has been convoked. I have been traveling to warn the other circles.
I sense it too. The forest, the great powers of the forest are on the move. A great danger has befallen us. The world. I sense darkness on the wind. The soil. It feels pain. The trees whisper of a shadow looming over us all.
Alright, Daria, we should really get moving.
I shall assist you getting to your location.
Great.
When you will not become lost under my guidance. Follow me.
Thank you.
She leads you on, as she sort of like waves her hand as the trees actually, the branches move aside, opening a passage through the forest. And as you walk, the plants sort of like get out of your way almost, it feels like. And you actually see small lights starts appearing around you. And you see small humanoids flying in the air. And you hear like squeaky voices, like chit-chattering to get about. Do you know Sylvan?
Hold on. I might.
Dar. Do you also know Sylvan?
One second, I need to find my list of languages. I do speak Sylvan, yes.
Sylvan, yes?
Yeah, they seem to be talking like, oh, look at them. Look at the people. They're coming in. Oh, the lady is guiding them. Oh, look. There's like the tiny fairies flying around in the air. Seems to chat.
Daria, do you hear that? Someone's watching us.
Now you see like small like stone people sort of like looking down on, they're sitting on branches, like their faces are like not animate and they seem to like follow you, like their head is following you, like they seem to be made out of pebbles, and they like their heads sort of like rattle like a some kind of instrument. The forest almost waking up as and like paying attention to your presence and watching you move around, being led by the lady of the forest. You do not know how long pass, but you eventually find yourself near a large river. And on the other side of this river, you see a large city and lights from said city illuminating the night sky as it has now night now has fallen.
Phoenica?
It is the city of Phoenica in the distance.
Great. I grabbed Daria and teleported. Hold on, Daria.
I give the forest a final bow before we go. Thank you for
You
your
see in
help.
the distance like a large like gathering of fey creatures and animals have a like standing behind the lady of the forest, and she gives you a wave as she turns, and you see her hollowed out tree trunk of a back, and the forest closes. Vines sort of like appear, shutting the path.
They didn't steal anything, did they? Check my backpack. Is my mother still there?
Money's still there.
Mummy,
The mummy is still there, actually.
shake the jar.
Actually, let me see. Roll a high or low.
I'll take a high.
Okay, let me see if it's a high. Then it has to go above this. It has to go above 12.
Ah,
Very good.
very good.
The mummy's head is still there, and no ill things has happened whilst you were not paying attention. So right now, you are right about here. Is it? There is the marker. You're no longer in Hara, but you are here. At least you think it's Phoenica, you know. It's rather far away, but, you know, you might be able to make it.
A boat.
A boat? You look for a boat?
A boat and some hefty legs.
You actually notice another settlement rather much closer. And there's like, you see like some lights in the... You actually see lights, you know, of boats, you know, rowing and sailing into... Oh. To your left, you see a familiar-looking vessel, actually. And you see your old crew
Alright.
on the
Wow,
boat.
they're really slow.
Like, finally, we managed to get rather far, haven't we? That damn water thing almost turned us about. You hear voices in the distance. You don't have any lights on, so they can't see you, but you hear them like echoing.
I'm glowing. Hell yeah, I'm the light.
Huh?
I'm the
You're
light
not
source.
glowing very bright, eh? It's just like a little halo thing
Well,
around your body.
the rest of your companions are like, Joachim is looking around like, hey, is that the boat? Oh man. Hello?
We should ask them to borrow it.
We're here. Hello?
Oh,
Oi! What? Who's there?
it is I, Yorn,
Yorn!
and Daria.
It's
Oh,
Calapopolis! It's I, your old friend.
Populi. Hello, friend. We need to get to Phoenica.
Well, come on over to the bank. We'll approach the... Just get on. You're always welcome. It's our saviors.
Yorn hops on.
The boat is approaching the shore, and you get on the old fishing boat, and you're greeted by familiar faces who all like hug you and shake your hands and like, oh, it's Jorn, it's Daria, hello.
Alright, gents. On to Phoenica.
Yeah, and you prepare to sail to Fort Phoenica. What do you think, guys?
What do
What?
you think?
What do you think? Do we go for a little longer, or do we call it here?
Sure. Keep going.
I don't mind.
Either way, it would be good to at least reunite the party.
It would be. So, the apartment people, you've got a bit of time to spend. The apartment people. That's what I'm going to call you now, forever. What does the apartment people do? The queen leaving the room, you seem rather relieved, and after have received some snarky comments from the vampire girl, Harletha, your mind is towards, I want to do stuff. I want to go into the city and explore. What about the rest of you? Do you follow her? Sarah sort of like sits down. And I can hold down the fort, because I don't have... I'll join you up when it gets a little darker, yeah? Join up. But I'll hold
Does an umbrella help?
Huh?
Does an umbrella help? Or like, a lot of clothing? Does that help? Have you tried?
Clothing?
Like, what if we just put a blanket on you? Would you burn under the sun?
I wouldn't burn immediately, no, but it would be rather bearable. It's like if you're inside a furnace or like an oven. That's how it feels.
Alright, let's not bother with it then.
She just seems very, very not too keen on doing that. As you mentioned that. Let's see what happens. Who has the idol right now?
What idol?
Athena?
I think it's...
The owl idol.
Athena. Oh dear.
Has the idol?
I'm pretty sure we gave her the idol.
I don't think you did.
I have it.
Yeah, I think Arletha had it.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You have it. Okay. Let's see. What exactly... Let me see here. How do we go about this? Let me just really quick. The room that you're in right now, my friends, you feel a sudden sense of dread like creep up on you, and the temperature seems to have lowered to almost a frost as your breaths are visible as you look around. And you see at the end of the room a shadow. And the shadow seems to be coming from Arletha. A tall, spindly figure. And you hear like the cracking of wood as it moves. The shadow animating. And you see two yellow orbs forming inside the shadow. And you see it, something stepping out of the darkness. You guys see that. Arletha, you're like busy like contemplating what you want to do like outside, but you've noticed the environment sort of change to a rather cold temperature. You feel like you're being watched.
Oh, what now? guess I'd try and find out what's going on.
Yeah, Philippos, please pay attention.
I'm listening.
Darius is preparing his battle
I
axe.
thought you like it's difficult to know if people are not paying attention or not because like it's happening a lot
Sorry.
recently. So you're paying. So
There's a lot of jumping around right now.
it is. Sorry about that.
Never split the party.
See the shape of the owl man sort of manifest out of this shadow of Erletha.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, like in her bag, you see the gleaming of the owl idol in the light, and you see the shadow almost like coming in.
How did we get the idol? Like, did we steal it from somewhere?
You got it from the Temple of Moloch.
Oh,
You see
the
shadow,
pyramid?
like, you see the long, spindly, claw-like arm of the owl man coming out of the shadow, closing in on Arletha, and reaching towards the idol.
Erletha, look out!
You
You're
know,
now
Yeah.
Mrs. President.
Arletha, you've noticed the scene at this point. You see the two glowing orbs of the owl man coming out of your shadow. It's staring into your soul.
Hey, that's private.
You can't just stare into your soul, so don't do that. And it appears to be trying to grab the idol from your bag. No.
I'm a bit like, no, fam, you're not grabbing that.
The shadow like it swipes at you, and the shape sort of like recoils into the shade again, disappearing.
Hmm.
The temperature returning to its normal, temperate self.
Be right back.
We need to figure out what to do with this idol, because, quite frankly, it doesn't seem to be affecting me negatively, but it seems, I don't know.
You could roll a religion check on that entire event.
Anyone know of a good volcano we could throw this into?
Yeah. A religion.
Yes.
All right. Hang on.
I'm just gonna.
Fuck.
Oh no.
For some reason, it seemed like the Owlman was a bit more weak at this point. Possibly because of the difference in the faiths.
Wait.
We took out his cultists, so you know.
That's no, maybe, possibly.
No.
You yeah. For some reason, he seems to be a little more weaker here. Not fully able to manifest.
Would I like, yeah, Maybe we should go to the priests. I don't know. Is it safer with us, or is it... I feel like regular mortals could be easily corrupted by this.
I feel like it's safest underground. Like 3,000 feet in the crust of the earth. You know?
I feel like we need to find somewhere and destroy it.
That was creepy. Zara sort of like pokes out.
Isn't that kind of your thing?
Hey! That's rude. Anyway. Not gonna
Is that the first time I've actually, like, seen the Owlman?
Now back. So you.
I hastily write down like its description and things like that from what I
It
noticed.
almost seemed like a living.
Yeah, science.
It almost seemed like a living shadow in its current form, with like yellow eyes. You know how like a dark sketch, so almost like a how you would use like. Yeah, it's almost like an evil sketch, like a kid drew, almost.
Right, Daria.
Now, back to them. You set sail towards the city. And you're greeted by the coast guard of the city. Standard procedure. However, seeing as you're with a citizen of Phoenica, they let you in. Qualipopolis states his name and profession to the guard. Farmer, ex-soldier, Gallipopolis, Johannes. That adds up. Welcome to Phoenica. Enjoy your stay. Do not cause trouble. If you cause trouble, you will be dealt with accordingly. Go on through.
Well, we're finally in Phoenica. Now we just need to find our friends.
Has a day passed since we left the forest?
Oh yeah, I think so. Has a day passed?
You're a little early, aren't you? You're
We
earlier
are a
than
little early.
expected.
But has a day passed since we left the forest?
Half a day.
Okay, so I don't get new spells back. I guess we're looking for them the hard way, by asking questions.
So you see like
Well,
some sailors.
Oh, so interaction.
You see like on the docks, you see a group of sailors, like sitting outside a tavern, enjoying meals and like some music. Like,
if we were
good old.
if we were them, we would probably search for the nearest inn. We just have to find how many inns are there and look in each one.
Well, I know a few inns in the city. Popolis remarks. What would be the most appropriate of them, I wonder?
Give me the description of each of them.
I've not been to every inn, but I know a few. Come. And it sort of like shows you like a plaque that's like near the dock. You are here, it says in Phoenican. Right, we are over here near the dock. And the city square is here. Not too far. Could start in the most populated area.
Frey.
Yes.
I'm going to shift into an air elemental and look around from above. I'm gonna keep Yorn and the others in sight, but I think I can see better this way.
Very well.
Also, I can cover way more ground.
High ground.
We have the air ground.
The air ground.
Like, I have 100 feet of flying movement.
Let's see here.
You have 100% high ground reach stance.
I think Araletha would at this point go outside, so and start like looking around the city.
Oh yes, the market is that way, and there's a little tailor shop over that way if you want that. There's a lot.
Where exactly are we from? Can you ping it?
I can ping it. You are. Let me just grab something to grab you a little bit of a. Where could be a good token for this? I'm just gonna
Grab the red arrow.
grab the red arrow again. Marker.
No, just use the smiley face. Oh, look, it's
Smiley face. Oh yes, this is the one. I can use this one, and then I can like grab you. This is the biggest dock, so here. Don't do that.
We are here.
Yes.
Wait, didn't they approach from the south?
South.
Where is City Square?
Hold on. That would actually. That's correct. So that would. I'm actually gonna have to. More like this is more accurate to the like where you came from. So hold on. I'm just gonna. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna grab everything
Rotate.
like this.
Ah! Ah! The world is sweeping on the side!
Ah! Hold on. Did I grab
Oh, no.
everything? I don't think I did.
Huge red triangle.
Guys'
Help.
home is in the sea. Rip, guys.
Guys is home. No, I'm sorry, guys.
No!
Oh no, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on.
The hotel is in the water too.
Ah!
It's gone!
There we go. Come on.
Oh.
I need to put these guys on the freaking. Come on, come here. I'm gonna put the map on the token layer real quick. Come here. Come here. Everything, yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's better. Put you on the map layer. There we go. There we go. So you would actually have appeared around here. There you go. Because you can officially enter the city. It's your official. And all that stuff. Citizens. So yeah, you're here. On the dock. Yabloof. Yalliop. So yeah, we're here in the city center, not far from here. A large park. It's quite beautiful. There's some taverns there, some more shops. Got anything you want to sell or buy? That would be the place. You can start there if you like.
Sure.
Right, and then they starts heading out.
Question, however. How are the districts like here? How are they divided?
Well, there are a few divisions here and there. The districts closest to the city center are the more rich, and the outside of the wall, it is where the craftsmen and the more like the village and landowners have their estates where they cultivate land that's required more space. There's other villas in the city where citizens.
Knowing Gaius, he'd be wearing a very fancy hat, trying to hang out with the rich people. Just look for a person who's wearing a full plate of armor and this silly tall hat.
Well, they should
Hey.
be hard to find then. Alright, let's go to that.
Say that to my face!
I will. You wanna go?
Alright, so you head out, and you see like as you pass, you see people like sitting out in different cafes and having a bit of a bite to eat during the evening hours. They're like sitting down, drinking some wine. You see people wandering the park as you go there. And in the middle of the park, it appears to be like a bit of a band. Actually, no, you notice a familiar sight
Like, no, I have a license for the mammoth. I'm serious. I've been here before. You can't just have a large beast like that going about. It needs to be registered into the beast stables. I am a merchant. And you notice the familiar sight of the large shaved mammoth and Jingum in the park. And he seems to be like in argument with the guard.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Hello, citizen. This gentleman here is insisting that he wants his mammoth, is it, to sleep in the park.
I mean, what do you expect?
Oh, friend, I remember you. You helped me shave my mammoth. And the guard sort of looks a bit confused at that. Like, wait, what?
Oh, did I shave a mammoth? Hold on.
You shaved the mammoth?
Wait,
Wow.
That wasn't you, that was
was
Filippo's. Wait, you're
Is that
friend
what the
of
kids are
Filippo's, are
calling
you
it
not?
these days?
Yeah.
He helped me shave my mammoth in Hara.
Well, that's good to know. Hey, this thing is tamed, at least from what I
Yes.
saw.
It's very tame. Bobby is tame, aren't you?
I'm just gonna be there petting the mammoth with my
Mammoth
air
is happy.
hands. With my air hands.
It's a tame mammoth. Right. I suppose I have to register in the stable then. Yes, it is. Trader, do you have a trading license? Yes, I do. And he sort of shows him his papers. And you're like, I'm sorry, it is a bad time, friends. I would humor you with all sorts of wares and such, but I'm a bit of a pickle right now. And you see the guards sort of arguing back and forth with the merchant.
Well, where's the nearest inn or, place to sleep?
There is. The guard sort of looks up at. Well, there's the Sunnyside Hotel for the rich. There's the Krusty Croissant down there to the northeast section. We have the rustic Rabble Rouser to the southwest. All fine establishments, depending on your choice and how you're. It looks over you a bit. I see you're not the richest of folk, so I could recommend the rustic Rebel Rouser.
Yeah, I might not look the part, but I'm a very, very, very capable man.
I don't doubt that. Beelanders are very capable and have a good reputation here.
I mean, he's walking around with a pet elemental.
It doesn't actually seem that bothered by that.
I mean, the helmet and the gauntlet probably gave away the whole.
Actually, no, that's actually true. He looks at you, gives you a second look, and is like, "You look up. You a chieftain of sorts?"
Guardian of the village.
I'm a god as well. Tell me about
Well,
it.
You could say that it's a sacred duty rather than a job.
So they tell you all the job is it's a sacred duty to protect your city. They don't tell you about the bloody elephants that you have to register.
Oh, it's a bit different. You see, I'm in charge of pretty much protecting the city from everything. I don't handle
Oh,
the,
yes.
those things.
What do you mean, those things? You don't think...
I mean, it's an important job. It's just,
I'll have you
it's
know,
not-
I protect all sorts of stuff. On a daily basis, I have to deal with ruffians, the rebels... No, not rebels, that was a while ago.
The unregistered mammoth.
Actually, there hasn't been that much going on recently, except for this.
Well, I'm not saying your job is important. I'm just saying
Yes.
it's a bit different between mine and yours. It's just, there's some
It
differences.
seems a bit...
You're just rubbing it in.
My job is that.
keep moving.
God damn it.
Keep moving, or I will have to file a little bit of a fine for disturbing the peace and all that. Just go.
Bye.
Bye. And it like gives you like a like a smug, like unhappy, like tells me not doing my job is better than me.
Recheck your ego.
And he like he actually looks at you and like writes it down on a note. Ugly.
Hold on. What are you writing over there, bud?
Yeah, you take a look at it.
Yeah, fucking
It's
hell,
just
he's
like
not gonna just...
it's like unpleasant barbarian ugly beard made fun of me today. Worth looking into possible connections.
It was like disrespecting authority.
And draws like a really like ugly caricature of you.
Obstruction of justice.
I mean, certain. I wasn't trying to distract you. But, if you want to go down that road, I could tell you, I've done much more than you could ever do in your life. Now, how about you respect someone who has done more to society than you ever will? Sit down.
Essentially, he draws this, like
Oh, can I have that paper too? And I just take it.
That's obstruction of justice. You're breaking the law.
That's a nice caricature. What is this off?
It's a description of you. It's like how they like tell you to draw like can you draw the suspect?
Oh, is that so? My hand slipped and it starts burning.
We could have left it at that, but now I'm going to have to question you because possible links to outside of banditry.
Oh, you questioning me because I tried to, I'm pretty much getting back at you for insulting me. Is that it? Is that how you abuse power? Huh?
You see, like, another patrol of guards, like,
this man is a
hello,
corrupt guard.
hello, Jacopi. How are you doing? Oh, I see you've got quite a bit of things on your plate tonight. And you see, like, a man with, like, silver armor rather than bronze walk up. And he's got, like, a red cloak. How can I help you? Seems to be a bit of a commotion here, I noticed.
Yeah. Apparently describing my job, how my job is different than his, is an insult to him, so he has to put me for questioning.
Is that right? What has he told? What did he tell you, Jacoby? Well, he insulted my honor, and the name of the Phoenician god. It was called into question, the integrity of the god. You can't have that, really.
Oh man, that was a good one.
Versus bureaucracy.
Why don't we just leave it at that and let him walk along now, shan't we? Take a better of me.
How about you start smiling, buddy?
And
There
they
you
start
go.
walking off.
Nice smile.
Like storms off. Like, why
Have a
don't you
good day.
deal with the elephant, and I'm going to scout the dock for pirates or something. Why don't? Yeah, you do that. So you're new to Phoenica, then, are you not? Seem a bit out of your element there.
Well, sort of new. I just wanted to ask for a place to stay, you know. And he gave me a bunch of places, but, small talk led to him getting angry. We'll be headed towards the Sunnyside Hotel, was it?
That's a good choice.
My friends was.
Sunnyside Hotel. I go there quite often. Have a good meal. Why don't we escort you?
Sure.
We can speak on the way there.
Frey.
Got it.
And you he sort of looks at the air elemental. Like, is that your friend?
My friend, yes. Daria, say hi.
Now, I will have to warn you, you can't be going around like that. It's a bit of a, people get uncomfortable with excessive magic. He's letting you know.
I mean, how does he know I'm not just an air elemental?
Good question.
Good question.
Does he have, detect magic?
Detect bullshit.
A lot of people have detect magic. He's also a guard, so they might have stuff like to counter that sort of thing.
Yeah, those sticks that people use to detect marijuana in school lockers, right?
Yeah.
So the guards just walk around with one of those things, but it detects weird magic stuff.
Yeah, well, for some reason he knows that you're not a real air elemental. Well?
In that case, I guess I shift back.
Thank you.
First I land, and then I shift back. Or actually, no, I just shift back in the sky and then fall.
Catch. Oh, wait.
Splatters on the ground.
I fall slowly.
I fall very
Just
slowly.
go like, whee!
I am
tired.
captain of the guard, Hiram. Let me, if you need anything, any questions about the city, feel free to ask them. I can help you in any way I can.
Well, that is good news. We'll talk to you if we ever need it. Probably a good question to ask you. Have you seen a man by the name of Gaius? Wears bronze
Gaius?
armor.
I know
very tall.
Gaius. He's one of the cataphracts. He ran off one day a couple of months ago on some weird quest of his, trying to restore his family name or something. What about him?
Have you seen him around here lately?
You seen Gaius around?
I haven't seen him around. What do you mean? Well, actually, I did see him yesterday. Someone like that. Did he have a massive hat on him?
Yes. That stupid, ugly hat.
Hmm.
Oh my. I can't wait to see that.
Did he wear an ugly ass hat?
Yeah, I believe he's staying at the same hotel that you're going to. Well, what a coincidence then. Why don't we go and say hello?
Hello!
Let's go back to the other group so we can reunite you eventually.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
In before I accidentally plane jump again.
Sounds great. Let's do that.
Plane jumps to another city. God.
So you got
I
like
mean,
you got like 5 hours.
I can.
Oh, thank God we didn't mention go out there.
I can plane jump at will for as long as my genie is summoned, which is once per day.
Well, he's sleeping right now.
No, he's definitely awake.
No, he's not. He's.
Oh, come on, he's having a nice nap. Don't wake him up.
Well, he's in the ring or whatever. Whatever.
No, he's with us.
No, I want to be out right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Frey.
So anyway,
you can't decide what my genie wants to do.
You have quite a bit of time to kill. If you want to do anything specific, let me know.
I think I realized I wanted to go shopping.
Want to go
I
shopping?
wanted to go just explore, ask around, see some things.
Very well. Where do you go first?
I'd probably go down to the local tavern, like downstairs where all the drink is served.
The rich,
and like
the rich tavern, or like the restaurant area. Hotel tavern.
I'd probably try and spot it'd be the tavern. What does this hotel have a?
Yes.
Poor tavern and a rich tavern.
No, it's tavern, or like there's a tavern
Just a
nearby.
tavern.
It's like it's more like a restaurant area.
Well, I'd go down to the hotel's tavern, I guess.
The tavern.
And I would.
Like
I'd just go up.
And you're like, you here to pick up something?
This is gonna be interesting. No, I'm new here actually. I'm from some distant lands.
I see.
I was
Is there anything that you want right now?
well, I was just coming to ask about some rumors or anything interesting going on in the city in the coming days.
Rumors. Well, are you going to buy something? Perhaps you're not going to buy anything. I will have to ask you to move along. It's not. Are you a patron? Are you staying in the hotel?
I am staying in the hotel, yes.
Oh, very well. There's lunch right now, so you can feel free to partake in that if you wish. You can roll a diplomacy. It doesn't seem very like the person sitting there doesn't seem very impressed by you right now.
Wait, Frey, you're saying in the tavern the people don't want to talk to us?
It's a restaurant.
No, people don't want
Isn't
to
that the
talk to
fucking
our
point of a
left.
tavern in Dungeons & Dragons?
Well, it's more like a restaurant in the hotel.
Yeah.
Like a you get food and maybe a drink.
Yeah, next we go to the shops and all the vendors are like, I'm not looking to sell right now,
Well, she's a half
but
elf.
come back later.
She's a half elf, and in a place that they're written. Yeah,
Let's
but
be xenophobic.
yeah,
We're
they
actually
are.
fresh out of
really in this
alcohol at
year.
our tavern.
Yeah, we're just
we're
fresh out.
of alcohol, so yeah. You see like lots of people drinking like barrels of alcohol in the distance.
Does a 45 get me anything, Frey?
She looks a little bit more at ease.
Is this the half elf that I'm talking to right now?
This is another. No, you're not
Oh,
talking. You're not talking to the receptionist. You're talking to another individual.
Is it just
Another
it's just a female human?
It's a female human. She has dark hair and some jewels, draped over a toga. She looks a little impatient at you, but oh, very well. What exactly are you trying to find out?
Well, just local events, anything of. Consider myself to be an adventurer of sorts. So, anything along those sorts of lines?
I see. Local events. Well, we've got a bit of a festival coming up. A couple of days.
Is there a bard playing in the?
Yes.
Okay. Did the bard stop playing as soon as you walked in?
No, nothing that extreme.
Okay. You don't, Frey. I don't know. This world doesn't seem to like these elves.
Yeah, elves they're not big fans of elves in the town. On this civilization in general. They clashed early on in history.
Clash of elves.
Clash of elves. Well,
coming soon.
Elves, we got. If you need anything like adventuring work, there's always the Guild of Adventurers. It's to the east part of town. A rather rich establishment. Rather esteemed. And I don't know if you're that sort of type. Fighty type, but we do have a mage's guild as well.
Well, I thank you. Where was the mage's guild?
Mage's guild. Lotta, who was the mage's guild again?
I believe it was to the southwest, the big tower.
Yeah, that you heard it.
Well, thank you very much. I take out, I don't know, two gold pieces, and I put them on the counter and walk away.
She accepts those.
And I'm gonna head outside.
Head outside. It's a sunny day.
And the birds are twittering, and the sun is shining. There's a sense of joy in the air.
Is there a single cloud in sight?
Until you...
Did it stop raining?
The sense of joy stops slightly as you enter the area. As they're looking at you. It's like...
Sorry, Frey. It sounded like you were starting the beginning of Electric Light Orchestra's Mr. Blue Sky.
Blue sky.
I think I might chuck up my hood.
Oh,
I'm just gonna start walking around outside.
I'm gonna mark a tower so you know where the Mage's Guild is. Southwest.
And the Adventurers
Actually
Guild
rather
was
close to the hotel.
And the Adventurers Guild was to the east, right?
It was. Let's see what an Adventurers Guild to the east. That's gonna represent this. Sure. Heroes Guild. I'm just gonna put this as the Heroes Guild for now because that's easier to spell. Guild. There we go. Right. So you put on your hood and people seems like the rocket seems to like die down and people like go back to their business. There's a blacksmith hammering away nearby and this appears to be a poster saying, sign up for the theater. We're going to perform a play. Let's see, what's going to be the play's name? A classic. It's a classic play. About the creation of the world.
About the friendly human and the nasty dark elf.
The friendly human and the evil elf. They're really popular.
Tragedy.
Jeez.
The comedy.
The comedy.
It's a comedy about how miserable the dark elf's life is because of the human.
Araletha would head towards the Mages Guild, and I mean, while she's doing that, someone else can talk.
Well, so it's someone else's turn, I must say. The Philippus.
Hello,
By the way, I don't have work tomorrow. Yay!
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 How is it, Gaius? Are you dying horribly?
No.
I'm sleepy.
I've been awake late for the past 3 days, so I'm fine right now.
Okay. So, Gaius, do you wish to go with Philippos, or do you want to go on your own? Somewhere else?
I'll hang out with Philippos.
Philippos, you get to
Philippos
decide
asked
where to
Gaius
go.
if he wants to get on my shoulders.
Oh no.
Is that possible? Oh no.
It's just shrink.
Zara looks very grumpy that she can't go out right now.
Zara, what if we make you a way to go outside?
That would be great, but I don't see anything around. She looks like grumpy and like flicking a coin against the wall, using prestidigitation to bring it back.
Alright, Gaius, why don't we So do you know what about the sun makes it hurt?
No, it's a curse, I imagine.
Right, but what about the sun's effect?
I don't know, it just turns me into dust if I go out for too long.
I fucking get that. Thanks, Sarah.
I don't know, okay?
Alright. So can you... Right, it may hurt to test out some things scientifically, but we can figure out what your limits are and for how long you can go out. No? Like, what if you put you... Fine. Fucking Zara, get over yourself.
Well, while you two do that, how about I go down to market and buy you some
I
sweets?
accidentally
How
hit the
about that?
question mark.
Yeah, you do that. You go down to the bar and just do whatever you like.
Yeah, go buy some sweets for Zara, make her happy. You know.
Alright, you've been diplomacied.
Yeah.
What have you in mind?
How about we test
testing
how long
out
he
different
can
types
last in a
of
fire?
cover?
One at a time, please.
Testing out different types of cover, such as like a blanket over your head, or a very large hat, for example.